Welcome everyone to How Fast Will It Go, and today we're dealing with the 2002 Mazda RX-7 Spirit Art Type A. Now this is 1016 horsepower, 851 pounds-feet of torque from a 7-litre twin-turbocharged V8 engine. The car itself now weighs 2,625 pounds. Has some modified bodywork to hopefully help make it faster while also having all-wheel drive, and it can do 0 to 60 in 2.293 seconds and 0 to 104.471 seconds. So yeah, this is basically the best version of the RX-7 generation that this was a part of, and it had more power and extra bodywork, better handling and the like, but yeah, obviously we've radically changed it from even that high-powered version, as we've had to give it a V8. I know it's a bit sacrilege to give a RX-7 a V8, but it's the most powerful engine we could give it, and we need all the power we can get on this series, so yeah, had no real options there. But it does weigh very little, even though it doesn't have the most amount of power that we've had on a car on this series. Certainly has less than the BMW 850 CSI from the previous episode. But nonetheless, let's get it out there and see what this car can do. So yeah, still extremely quick in terms of acceleration. Hopefully it will be good in terms of handling as well, especially considering it is extremely lightweight. More so than the BMW from the previous episode. We're already up to 265 miles an hour. 269, 270. Categorically holding 270 there, which is pretty impressive. Even though this is a 2002 car, it is obviously based on an RX-7 from the 90s, so yeah, it would be nice if it could at least match the BMW from the previous episode, which is also from the 90s, but that had far more power than this, from a far larger engine. So I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't as quick as that car, but even with the speed that we have now, we're only a mile an hour off, which is pretty impressive considering we have about 400 horsepower less than that BMW did. From a car with 4 less cylinders and far less in terms of, well, actually I think it had about the same cubic capacity, maybe a bit less, but yeah, far more cylinders and yeah, far more horsepower and torque as well. So yeah, to be only a 1 mile an hour off that BMW is, yeah, like I said, fairly impressive. And this seems to handle better as well because it has less weight and a smaller engine up front. Consistently getting up to at least 260 mile an hour plus, we're up to 267 there, which is very near our current fastest top speed. Big off-road moment there isn't going to help get any higher. He's able to handle the high rate of speed though around corners. We're doing 240 around that corner then, which is incredible to be honest, and we're doing more than that around that corner. So yeah, there we go, 270 miles an hour. Oh, don't have the best brakes so it seems. Oh dear. I'll put that down to the current wintry conditions that we're dealing with. But yeah, 270 miles an hour is still pretty damn good, even if it isn't quite as quick as the BMW 850 CSI. But it does at least manage to match a Lexus ISF, Ferrari F40 Competizione, the Lamborghini Aventador J, Mercedes AMG GT4 Door Coupe, Honda NXR GT, and the Vauxhall Monaro VXR. Beats a Lamborghini Murcielago, a Lamborghini Diablo GTR, Lotus 11, Celine S7 and a Pagani Zonda Cinque Roadster. But like I said, it is slightly behind the BMW 850 CSI, as well as the McLaren Speedtail, Cummins XCCX and a Shelby Cobra, Monaco King Cobra, and a Lamborghini Centenario, as well as a fellow Japanese car, the Toyota Sprinter Trueno. But yeah, still fairly impressive, especially considering it handles really rather well. So yeah, I'd rather have a slightly slower car that handles great than a slightly faster car that is a bit of a glass cannon and can get there get it to its top speed once and then struggle again and again and again, because it just doesn't have that handling to be as consistent in terms of top speed. So yeah, this is fairly great, and yeah, it's a bit of a shame that I've left it this long, because this was part of the car pass a hell of a long time ago. But yeah, still a great car nonetheless, and I think it's actually our first Mazda on this series as well. So yeah, we'll definitely give a look at other Mazda vehicles to see if they can do any better than this. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.